I'd like to give you the best food for toxic kidneys. I have to give you a little background so you can understand that. The main problem with kidney illness, especially end-stage renal disease, is the lack of effective treatments that can improve your prognosis. They can remark something like, well, you have to go through kidney dialysis, and that's just horrible. They're not offering you any natural remedies, and the outlook is just not good. The kidney's function is that of a filter. Any medication they give you will be more harmful to your kidneys. Hence, we must utilize a natural solution with almost no side effects when dealing with a damaged filter. Knowing the kidney removes pollutants, heavy metals, plastics, excess minerals, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides. It is also a very efficient recycler of a lot of materials. It eliminates excess sugar, and since diabetes is the leading cause of kidney disease, ingesting a lot of sugar naturally damages the filter. Additionally, it eliminates surplus protein byproducts. Thus, when protein is consumed and broken down, a series of events culminate in the production of ammonia, which is extremely harmful to many bodily systems, most notably the brain's neurons. This explains why an individual may develop dementia or other extremely serious conditions if their blood has an excessive amount of ammonia, which builds up in the brain. Normally, the body goes through a process called the urea cycle, in which a protein called ammonia is converted into urea, a less toxic substance that is expelled through urine. This process also involves the liver, and since the two organs collaborate closely, it is likely that an individual with a very toxic kidney will also have a highly toxic liver. Unfortunately, you find yourself in the midst of a toxic sea. Our surroundings generate nearly 1,000 new chemical compounds every hour. Thus, it appears as though we are under constant attack from all directions. Therefore, in order to handle all of this toxicity, we require functioning kidneys and livers. Furthermore, the kidney is the primary organ involved in vitamin D activation. Although the kidney plays a more significant role in converting inactive vitamin D to its active form, you already know how crucial vitamin D is. The liver is also involved. Furthermore, diabetes is one of the primary causes of renal illness. As I have already stated, the fundamental cause of gout, which is uric acid accumulation in the big toe joint, is the kidney's inability to adequately eliminate uric acid. This is one of the symptoms of toxic kidney disease. A kidney stone is a highly concentrated calcium oxalate stone that forms in the kidneys. Drinking enough liquids will prevent stones from forming, avoiding the need for this extremely concentrated solution. Puffy eyes are a sign of renal problems when you look at someone's face and focus only on their eyes. Therefore, if it's swollen, particularly on top and underneath, it usually indicates a renal problem since the fluids are backing up. Additionally, when you press on their lower ankles, edema leaves an indentation. They may experience skin irritation, have urine containing glucose or protein, and have an overpowering ammonia odor. And as I previously mentioned, urea would be the only byproduct if the kidneys were functioning normally. However, excessive ammonia causes damage to the kidneys, preventing the entire breakdown process from happening. And as I've already mentioned, ammonia is extremely harmful to the brain. If your pee seems really black and frothy, this filter is most likely not working properly. Similar to changing the oil filter in a car that hasn't been changed in a few years, this process will leave the filter extremely black and clogged with various objects. The frothy component is typically an excess of protein in the urine due to improper recycling, which can also induce high blood pressure. Which cuisine is best for poisonous kidneys? Bok choy is the best food among all those that can support toxic kidneys. I looked at what the kidneys should be doing and what happens when there is toxicity in the kidneys, and this is what I found. So why is bok choy the most popular food? Its classification as a cruciferous vegetable indicates that it has enzymes that aid in phase 2 detoxification. Eating more cruciferous will aid in the detoxification process because it converts these toxins into something beneficial for the body. It relieves stress on the kidneys by breaking down into harmless particles. Secondly, it contains a lot of potassium. Potassium has strong kidney protective properties. People will frequently tell you that you should stay away from sodium. No, you should take more potassium because as a mineral, it has strong defensive properties. It also contains a lot of magnesium, which is protective. Furthermore, Bok choy is devoid of oxalates, in contrast to many other vegetables, grains, legumes, beans, and other foods that are high in oxalates, such as almonds and spinach. Kidney stones may develop if you consume an excessive amount of oxalates containing meals. As a result, it is low in protein and oxalates. Thus, you should avoid taking a lot of protein. Why? You want to consume less protein overall, but you should focus on higher quality protein because it's still essential for bodily functions. But bok choy takes care of all the various aspects. Therefore, steaming it with some garlic and sea salt is a great way to enjoy something that is actually rather healthy. Other kidney supporting strategies include drinking apple cider vinegar with water throughout the day. What will this accomplish? Apple cider vinegar's acetic acid protects the kidneys. It will support you. Additionally, it will assist with blood sugar, which is once again a major contributing factor to renal issues. Naturally, I neglected to mention it, but you should start fasting and following a ketogenic diet. Because lemon juice contains citric acid, the risk of developing stones is lower. Lemon juice can also help with gout because despite being an acid, it becomes an alkaline solution in the body when uric acid crystals start to build up in the joint. You can stop this process by slightly alkalizing the body. Celery juice or celery alone reduces urea and ammonia. It reduces the risk of stones and aids in ammonia detoxification. The fifth tip is to reduce your protein intake, as I just indicated, to 3 ounces per meal, particularly if your urine has a high protein content. Okay, number 6, make sure you consume a lot of potassium in your diet. You should eat large salads, small to moderate amounts of protein, and no grains, sweets, or other carbohydrates. However, as I previously mentioned, a diet high in potassium would be beneficial to the kidneys. You actually need the proper ratios, so we typically need to raise the potassium without really touching the sodium. It's not about cutting your sodium because you need specific quantities of both sodium and chloride. Distilled water is devoid of chemicals and minerals. Drinking distilled water can aid in your body's detoxification of numerous toxins. It extracts minerals so that you can consume the ones you actually need without consuming unnecessary minerals, such as excessive amounts of calcium and other minerals. Thus, distilled water is very beneficial for kidney stones, gout, and overall toxicity. When you have kidney disease, drinking tap water is the worst thing you can do because it contains so many toxins, including fluoride, chlorine, and other substances. Probiotics are now at number 8. Because your stomach plays a part in producing ammonia, simply eating foods high in probiotics such as sauerkraut or kimchi, or taking a probiotic supplement could relieve some of the strain on your kidneys. All right, the liver is the same. One potential solution to alleviate renal stress would be to consume milk thistle. Ensure that your diet contains sufficient zinc, as studies have demonstrated its ability to lower urea and ammonia levels in the urine. Finally, Standard Process produces a fantastic product known as Arginex. It is known as Arginex. Although I have no connection to that business, I have used this product before. Arginex, which is essentially the enzyme arginase, is excellent for kidney detoxification, particularly for the biochemistry that takes place at the conclusion of the urea cycle. It assists in converting some of this protein byproduct into an elimination-friendly form. All right, so Arginex works wonders for gout, kidney stones, and renal toxicity. You would take a fair quantity of this every day. Thus, you may order it, look it up, and use the Standard Process. Thank you for tuning in and taking the time to learn about maintaining kidney health and the best natural approaches to support your kidneys. I hope this information empowers you to take proactive steps toward better health. Remember, your body's ability to heal is greater than you've been led to believe, and choosing the right foods and habits can make a significant difference. If you found this discussion helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content on health and wellness. Your support helps us bring more useful tips and information to this community. Stay healthy, stay informed, and see you in the next video.